Hi, I'm John Coatman. I'm a broadcaster and a music journalist based in the UK. And welcome to my, well, I suppose these are vignettes or little teasers for things that have become available. I don't go into great detail. I'm just letting you know what's about and a little bit of what's in there. This one, taking some time on. Now, this all the material on here comes from 1970, which was a very important year because a lot of bands who were slowly evolving, that's when they really started making a big wave. You got a lot of big bands on here, the big hitters like Procol Harum, Traffic, with bands who were just coming forward then like Barclay James Harvest, Gentle Giant. You've got Yes on here, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, Pete Brown and Pip Locktone. And Pete Brown, of course, had written lots of lyrics for Cream and very responsible for a lot of the lyrics on some of their biggest songs as well. If you look here at the back, you can see some of these tracks on here. And like I said, there's a lot of big hitters in there. And there's also a lot of bands that were literally just breaking through in 1970. And they're all lovingly compiled here on this box set. And I don't think there's a duff track here at all. You very rarely sort of find that. You find well, on a box set, there's always a couple of fillers. There's none on here at all. If you're into prog rock and blues and just general rock, then you're going to like this box set. It's really, really good. All sourced from around about 1970, which again, as I said, was a very, very important year. A lot of big festivals on that year. Hyde Park, there were regular festivals. And also there was the famous Isle of Wight Festival. There was a fair bit of trouble at that festival because a lot of French anarchists wanted to break in for nothing because they thought music should be free. Yeah, well, we'll have to disagree on that, guys. But there was a lot of exciting things going on. I mean, that aside, at the Isle of Wight Festival, it was Jimi Hendrix's last UK performance. It was also the last performance of The Doors. And there's lots of other things. Joni Mitchell was there. And, of course, they'd all followed on from the year before with Woodstock. And, of course, the Altamont Festival with the Stones and Jefferson Airplane and Santana and the Grateful Dead. That kind of, as they said, put the wooden stake through the heart of the hippie generation in December '69. But 1970 was still a pretty cool year. There were a lot of bands coming to the fore, and there were a lot of the older bands really still making big noises at that point. And this box set does take it all on. What you do is you get inside, of course, a rather fine booklet. There you go, same as the cover. And you get lots of covers of albums and pictures of the bands involved. For instance, this Curved Earth's first album. And it's really good. It's like a who's who of 70s rock and prog rock, really. And it's well worth having. I must say there's no duff tracks on this at all. If you want it, it comes from Cherry Red, where most great reissues come from these days. Go to the Cherry Red website. You can see the website address running across the bottom of the screen here. It's cherryred.co.uk, and put this title, Taking Some Time On, into the search box, and this will come up. And I'll give you more details about the artists, many of which you will know of. And also you can buy it from the website directly. So cuts out the middleman, as it were. You can, of course, buy it at your normal online retailer. I'm not sure whether you'll find this in many of the shops. You may do. I mean, it is a very, very commercial release. And record shops do understand the commercial side of things. There's a lot of big names on this box set. So you may find this in the shops. But you'll definitely get it online at your online retailer, whoever that is. Amazon, etc. And I do know that there are online retailers. But if you want to get it really directly and pretty quickly at a reasonable price, go to cherryred.co.uk. This is a wonderful compilation, and you probably know everybody on this particular box set.